Hey everybody, I'm Doug.
And I'm Sam.
And this is The Bottom Line. Hey guys.
Our episodes are sponsored by Marine Data Solutions and Saltee Apparel.
No data, no throttle, no contract, unlimited data, and
no oil spills.
I don't even know where that came from. And they give us all our transporter needs. Well, it's broken this week.
Yeah, get it fixed, Doug.
Okay, next week. Okay, and Saltee Crew Apparel.
Keeps us from being naked.
You don't want to see me naked, and you're not going to see her naked.
Nope.
Okay, so before we start, big shout out to Captain James. He's got a thing going around. Petition to to have the Hollover dredged. Now, if you're a captain in Miami, you're going to know that place is always not right. So let's go ahead and sign it. I tagged him. He's right up there.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what do we got today?
So today we're actually going to have a little bit more of a serious of an episode. We're going to be talking about sexual harassment.
Keep watching. It's okay.
Yes, we'll make it fun to listen to.
Okay. What's it about?
So, sexual harassment.
That's part of my court order, by the way. We have to do this.
We have to do this.
No, listen. Sexual harassment in the yachting industry is rampant.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face facts, okay? You work together, you live together, you travel around, and at the end of the day, you go out and party together.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're in really tight quarters. Some people get the wrong idea.
Might blur some lines.
Some blurry lines.
Yeah, blurry lines.
Okay, so what we want to do is tell you guys what is sexual harassment,
yes.
What's not sexual harassment, what can you do about it?
Yes.
And how you should react to it, and what you should do to handle it.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes. So
okay.
The definition of sexual harassment is unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or other verbal or physical conduct of sexual nature from any person directed toward or in the presence of an employee or applicant.
Okay, that's a big sentence.
That was a lot.
Okay. All right. Basically, what? Okay, basically. All right, so sexual, obviously.
Yeah.
We're talking about this, propositioning crew, pinning them down, doing whatever.
Yeah.
But let's get into the nitty gritty of it.
Yes.
Okay, what types of sexual harassment
So there's 3 types, which is verbal, physical, and visual.
Okay, verbal.
Yes.
What would be an example of verbal sexual harassment?
Like,
Y'all pretty fine today, did I tell you?
Yes.
No, I mean, you are damn, girl.
No, just kidding. It's that, but it's only if you tell them to stop and they continuously do it.
So if you and say the deckhand were bouncing around for a month going, man, I like that butt walking by, and he's like, here, let me shake it more for you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, I'm tired of this.
Yes.
That's not sexual harassment.
That's not sexual harassment until you literally say stop your advances or stop.
You have to say, you know what, that was fun, but
yes.
I've moved on. This is not working for me. Let's just keep it work related.
Yeah.
And it's still not sexual harassment.
Yes, until it continuously happens after.
It's got to keep going because there's a definition of sexual harassment, except for the severe cases.
Yeah.
1 or 2 examples is not sexual harassment.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that is weird.
What the law is looking for is a string of events that lead that paint a picture of sexual harassment. If somebody bumps into you going down the side of the deck, and all of a sudden they're like, ooh, and you're like, woo!
Yeah.
Don't go screaming to the captain, I've been violated. You haven't been violated. You got bumped into. All right, now.
Unless it continuously happens after, then yes, you have.
Yeah, if that continually happens, then there's intent.
Yes.
Intent.
Yes.
Everybody says stupid things.
Yes.
Okay. You just got to go, that was funny, but let's not do that again.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, what's the next one?
Number 2 is physical, which is pretty much what we just said, which is if you bump into someone continuously,
kind of turns out to be on purpose.
Which is on purpose, that's physical.
Listen, I fall up the stairs all the time. You know that, right?
We actually, yeah.
I fall up the stairs all the time. If there's a stewardess in front of me and I fall on her, that's not sexual harassment. That's the captain being goofy.
That's just,
okay, now if I wait around the corner till you're on the stairs.
Yeah, then that's...
And then I fall on. Okay, that's physical sexual harassment.
Yes, physical sexual harassment.
Okay, and we're going to talk about how much worse it is when it's a supervisor.
Yes.
What's the third one?
The next one is visual images.
Oh, I have all these pictures of you on my...
No, you don't.
Yeah, look at that.
No,
that's my screensaver.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so, is it sexual harassment if I show you naked pictures?
If it's unwarranted, like if I didn't ask to see them, and are they of you or other people? Actually, either or, then that's sexual harassment.
What if I had, like, wait, let me scroll. Okay, there's you in a bikini.
That's not me in a bikini.
Okay, that's not sexual harassment.
It actually is not sexual harassment. If you post your photos or pictures of you in your underwear or your bikini on the internet,
I can download them all.
People can take it and do
and
what they want.
And I can show them back to you and go, hey, look what I got on my phone. And
which is a crazy concept to me.
But it's legal.
It is legal.
You know why? Because on social media, there's a share button.
Yeah.
You have no expectation of privacy when you post pictures of you in your underwear on social media.
Yeah.
So that's for a whole nother discussion. But the point is, that ain't sexual harassment if the guy's got all the photos, and that's kind of creepy.
It's creepy, and you might not be happy about it, but you
gonna do about it?
Put it out there yourself, so there's really nothing you can do.
Now, there's 2 classifications of sexual harassment.
Yes.
What are they?
One is quid pro quo.
You mean like with Russia?
No.
Okay.
Quid pro quo is kind of like the imply of sexual favors, or like a bartering thing where, you know,
hey, listen,
you scratch...
after this, after the show, I'll tell you what, if you and me get busy, I'm going to make you a star.
That is sexual harassment, everyone.
Okay, I was just kidding.
Just kidding.
I was kidding. Okay, so the first one is, if, hey, I can do this for you, or I can get you a bonus, I can get you a raise, I can get you a better position, but you've got to,
the implying of it and bartering of something in return.
They take that more seriously, by the way, because that's usually from supervisors.
Yeah.
Okay, now the second one?
The other one is a hostile work environment.
Okay, how do you create a hostile work environment?
Which is pretty much when you continuously do something after someone asks you to stop, and it makes people uncomfortable and very awkward to be around.
So that's more of a continued barrage of harassment. And it could be like, okay, I'm a deckhand, and the stewardess is walking that way. I go, yo, baby, don't shake it, or shake it, but don't break it. Or, oh my God, you know what look good on you? Me. All right. And that goes on nonstop. All right. The first time it really starts to bother you, you need to say,
stop right away.
Drop. Oh, no, wait, that's fire.
Drop.
Stop. It's making me uncomfortable. Let's keep this on a professional level.
Yeah, make it known.
Yep, that's when it starts. It doesn't start like when this was happening for a month and you didn't say anything. It
you have to say stop.
Stop. Next thing you should do is write it down. And then what they're looking for sexual harassment is a chain of events, a pattern. Once that pattern has been established, you go to who?
You go to your captain.
What if it's the captain?
Then you go to the manager.
You go to the bow manager. What if they don't have a bow manager? Go to the owner.
Go to the owners, yeah.
Okay,
Go to the owner.
Okay, the person that is being accused should never be leading the investigation.
Yes.
Okay, so if that's the captain. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if it's a deckhand and a stewardess, that's one thing, okay? That's going to be something that people are going to take and look at very closely for flags, black flags, red flags?
Red flags.
Okay, now if it is between that stewardess and a supervisor, it could be the captain, the mate, somebody, a chief stew, because guess what? Can it just be between boys and girls?
It could be anyone, and it's against any gender.
By the way,
by gender.
It doesn't even, if I'm going, hey, sugar bottom, and she's like, yo, man, that's cool. All right, but if there's somebody else in the room.
That's offended.
That's sexual harassment.
It is.
Even though she's okay with it. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're sexually offending somebody else in the room by doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so they take it much more seriously if it is a supervisor.
Yes.
Okay, and don't go to the supervisor that's doing it to complain. Write it all down. Go over his head.
Exactly.
What else we got?
So the last and final would be sexual violence.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
now,
which is the worst one.
We talked about they look for a pattern. It's not just a one-time or two-time event. They want to see a pattern, okay? But with sexual violence, that's a one-time deal.
Yeah, it's a one-time.
First time, out.
Which is pretty much if they're trying to force you into doing sexual favors or something like that to them.
Do it. No.
No, I was about to say, don't shoot me with the laser.
Okay. Oh, okay. First of all, okay. This is not a laser.
It's a laser. Doug, I don't think the owners will enjoy you putting holes in the boat. We have a charter coming up.
It's a phaser, not a laser.
It's a phaser laser.
Okay. First of all, I hope nobody holds a gun to anybody's head and does that. But all right. But go ahead.
But in general, it's when you're trying to force a sexual act onto a person and make them commit it to you. And yeah, that's a violent act.
Okay. And I'm going to point this out because we're talking about boat crew. All right. Now, Sam, we're all out at the bar. Okay. And you're like smashed.
Yeah.
And the deckhand starts putting his hands all over you and maybe kisses you a little. And you're just going with it because you're drunk. Okay. Is that sexual harassment?
That can be part of sexual violence too, because part of it is when you don't have the ability to say no to what is happening.
Guess what,
So if you're really drunk and someone is starting to take advantage of you,
that's sexual harassment. Just because they can't say no or they seem like they're interested, it doesn't matter. If they're not, they don't have the capacity to accurately gauge the situation and say no.
Exactly.
Sexual harassment.
And that's not cool. Just don't do that.
I've stopped doing that years ago.
You should.
I married her.
That's good.
When you're married, you can do whatever you want. Okay. Okay, so what else?
From there, so after you take it to the captain.
Oh, wait. There's got to be laws. Is there a federal law?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. So actually, the laws don't apply to us because we're under 15.
Federal law doesn't apply to us?
Federal law doesn't apply to us because we're under 15 people
Okay, but
of
state law
employment.
must.
State law is the same. If it's under 15 people of employment, they're not going to send anyone
Wait a minute.
to
You
help
guys aren't covered federally by federal law or state law?
No, it's insane.
So basically, this could happen and nothing happens.
Yeah, they're not going to send the cops or anything for you, which is crazy.
No police report?
No police report. But you could still do something.
Okay, so the fact of the matter is, any vessel with less than 15 crew, the laws don't apply. Okay, you can do, excuse me, you can do some terrible things on boats, and there's really nothing. You know, there's nobody's going to say this is wrong. Okay, it's up to the captain, the manager, and the owner.
Yeah.
Okay, it's their responsibility to make sure that this is taken care of. Now, on Renaissance, and Sam and I, we do a lot of promotional stuff for females in yachting.
Yes.
We run with a 50-50 crew. That means 50% girls, 50% boys. I want everybody to feel safe and happy on board and not feel like they're trapped or whatever. Okay, it's up to the captains. Like what we do, this is a sexual harassment policy and awareness training. We do this. This gives everybody the knowledge to know what I'm going to do when something happens and what they're supposed to do when something happens. And it gives the people that are questionable.
Keeps them in check.
Keeps them in check.
Yeah.
Throw it out on the table. I'll make this available. If you guys say in the comments, hey, we want a copy of that, I'll post a copy of it. You guys are welcome to read it. Now, it's up to the captains to make sure that you have a safe work environment. All right?
Yeah.
I try very hard to do that. You can't be everywhere at all times, especially when the crew are out to the bars. So the second thing is reporting.
Yes.
You have to write it down.
Write it down.
Okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, I just want to give you I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Sam, I think you're going to be huge on this boat. You want to go to dinner and talk about it?
Sure.
Okay, is that sexual harassment?
That's not sexual harassment.
That's not sexual harassment. Mm-hmm. Go out, have a good time at the bar. Don't worry about it. Wait, is this sexual harassment when we get to the bar? Listen, I'm going to knock her out and make you chief stew, but you got to do something for me. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's sexual harassment. Because that's the quid pro.
And guess what? Remember we said you need a chain of events?
Yes.
I'm a supervisor, so that goes straight to the top. You don't need to wait for that to happen 10 times.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, did we forget anything?
Yes.
So if the captain and the owner are still like, whatever, we're guys, we handle it. We'll handle it here. And nothing happens, then what do you do?
You get a lawyer and you take it to civil court.
There you go.
Yep.
You might not, there's no criminal court in this, but you can take it to civil court.
Yes.
There is a chance to get this right. Back wages if you had to leave or whatever.
Yes.
Captains and owners are not going to want to mess around with that stuff. We hate that word lawyer. Okay, but it's really up to the captains and the owners, specifically the captains, to provide a safe work environment. So go ahead and do your job and get that done. Do what I do. By the way, we're U.S. flag, so we quoted U.S. law. You guys on foreign flag, the laws are, I looked, they're pretty close to the same. But check out your flag state and find out how they handle this.
Yeah.
But everybody be safe. This is, yachting's supposed to be fun, right, Sugar Bottom?
Yes.
Okay. All right, anyway, I hope this was really helpful.
Yeah.
All right, we're trying to be serious. Next week we'll be goofy. I'm Doug.
And I'm Sam.
We love you guys. Have a great week.
Bye.
Bye.